So thanks a lot. I have only a couple of slides prepared, actually only 3, to the process. You know that we have a good regulation in our association, the articles of the association, the operating handbook, the internal rules. It's not as bad for the hackathon. You know that this was a lightweight kind of the call for hacks. So we did not put too much constraints, both on the topics and on the rules for competition. So that might change in the future if teams get better and better. What we did increase, however, beyond inflation, mark my words, was the price. Yeah. And I have to add that the teams who receive the prize are completely free to use the prize for whatever they want. So there is no hidden obligation to donate anything. You can spend everything, please don't tell us, for champagne, for going out on a catamaran or so. If it's worthwhile and furthering the Gaia-X cause, you can tell us, of course, but you don't have to. So that's the rules. You remember them a little bit just for procedural purposes. And then, of course, because it's a little bit of a competition, we had some rules how to evaluate it. And actually, I did 2 things, or we did 2 things when we came up with the rules. First, we did a research. There were a lot of hackathons. We are not the first one to implement that. And then I checked whether ChatGPT or Google AI would come up with similar ideas. And honestly, for that kind of semantically diffuse kind of questions, generative AI is a good tool. If you know what you want and then you can extend it, it's not bad. So if you chat GPT that, it will emit similar things. What we did is, however, to like add, for instance, very often you see presentation as an element, and thanks to the jurors, we added it's not about how good your PowerPoint skills are, but presentation also to the wider community. So this is why number 1 is also, would your hack have a positive impact to the wider community? We do not want to reward PowerPoint skills or presentation skills, of course a little bit, because communication presentation is necessary for adoption. So you will not find everything on ChatGPT. So this is the scheme. You have been the jurors, actually. I did not participate in the voting. The jurors had 1 to 5 points, 5 being better than 1. And we had an absolutely diverse, even in terms of gender, it was not totally diverse, but there were 2 people, as you can recognize, 2 outside people, outside of Gaia-X, outside of the association, and 2 people inside, which makes sense. After all, it's our money, but we do not want to determine that. So there was an equal 50-50 percentage of outsiders, of course, including the Spanish hub as a local host, and of course, someone who really knows the details. I don't think I have to introduce Stefan. And we also had a mix of more business-oriented evaluators. For instance, Daniel would not evaluate deep down the technical elements. He would do that. He would do that as well. But also together with Judita, many of you know as one of the key contributors to the architecture document, PRC, to Senelec. She's a very strong contributor. So, but both of those would provide a more business-related evaluation to that. So that is the evaluation mechanism. I think maybe we extend that in the future, but for today, these were the criteria and jury. I was not involved at all, but I'm very happy to present the 3rd prize. And please, if you want to stretch, our graphics team did a terrific job. Try to remember the certificate. I will, and then try to guess what we would have changed for the 2nd prize and for the 1st prize. And the 3rd prize, which is of course 1,500 euros, will go to the following team, which I kindly request on stage. Welcome, and give me an applause for onboarding. please, Ulrich. Yep. Yeah, please. Yeah. Yep. On the back, there is a QR code to a favorite American blockchain, which you can, not this time, not this year. Maybe with the new registry we have DLT. It's also not a verifiable credential because that doesn't make a good photograph. It's just for automation good, but it's not much nicer. Congratulations again, Stefan, for the feature. Thanks. Thanks. I had a look, of course, at the jury, and there was that the first three were a little bit apart from the other the three contestants. So there was a kind of a gap. So I think the first three, according to these criteria, which is just a snapshot, it doesn't mean that the other projects, of course, are bad or uninteresting. It's just for this set of criteria, for today, they would not make it into the prizes. No evaluation whether that is not useful. It's just for the competition, honestly. And I'm happy to go for the second prize. And I hope you remembered what did change. What did we change? The color, exactly. The color, and of course, we changed the second place and all that. So I now have the honor to ask on stage the second prize winner. Do I see him? For extending the GCXD age. Welcome the team on the stage. Yeah, that's on purpose, yeah. So this is a workshop type of area. For the technical guys, you would understand that. Yeah, thanks a lot. So, and who to hand it over? Yeah, a nice, diverse team. Yeah, thanks a lot. What we also admired is the presence on site. I think we do not want to make a remote hackathon and that you can have a lot of Indian the developers or something like that. It should be on site. And that leaves me to the finalist with a substantial amount of money, honestly. And I welcome... I think that actually, honestly, that's a little bit, yeah, thanks. Please come on stage. Please come on stage, Tom and the team. This multitasking, honestly, is, I think, how many teams, how many technical people perceive their day-to-day work. So this is not by coincidence. I could have switched it off, do not disturb and all that. Congratulations, yeah, for being number one. Yeah, thanks a lot for being one. Of course, Tom, another one of the evangelists. Is that an unfair advantage, being an evangelist? No. The correct answer is it's an earned advantage because you have to earn it. It's not just we give it away. Thanks a lot for the contribution with the diverse team. Thanks a lot, and please, yeah. And for the next slots, we'll give the teams number three, the third place, the second place, and the first place a little bit a chance, like 10, 15 minutes, to show what they have done. So in that case, please, one presenter of the third prize winner, if you can come forward and give us a short presentation of what you did.